He like his teammates, is not in great form.
So a comfortable win then for Real Madrid by 3-0 puts them within 1 point of Barca now at the top of the table. For more on this, let's welcome in, shall we, Sid Lowe and Luis Garcia, both pitch side for this tie. Luis, why don't Real Madrid play like this every time?
Yeah, exactly. That's the question. I think they were very good today. I think they looked solid. They looked very compact in attack and in defense. I was surprised in the first 45 when there was a transition with Atletico de Bilbao. By 3 seconds, Real Madrid was already setting up at the back with a low block and all, not giving much chances to Athletic Club. So I think that overall, even though that in the second half Real Madrid didn't put much of an effort, because I think the game was already done with the 2 goals from the first 45. It was a very, very good performance, and yes, they have chance also to rotate, to give some rest some important players. Celta Vigo is next on Sunday, and then the big game against Manchester City. So a very good game, and yes, we hope to see more often these kind of performances, because they got the talent, but today I think they also brought that energy and determination that Real Madrid needs to have if they want to win trophy this season.
Do you think Sid's cold?
Sid looks cold. Looks like he wants to be anywhere else, which is a shame. Because I was interested in what Luis said. No, I don't think Sid was listening.
I thought that was a statue.
I was absolutely listening. And I think it's worth picking up on your question, Dan, and picking up on it from a literal point of view. You said, why don't Real Madrid play like this all the time? Now, play like this, I think you can read 2 ways. One is the level of the performance, how good it is. The other is the type of performance, the way they are actually playing. And I think part of the answer is that this isn't the way Xabi Alonso had planned to play. And yet what we've seen today, I think, is the product of a manager speaking to his players, realising that they're not, maybe, how do I put this, kind of not entirely committed to his approach. And so you go for a formation in which you've got the 2 guys up front, Vinicius and Mbappe, and you go long to them. And you go long, and you go athletic, and you allow them to play the way that they want to play.
Yeah, but one thing is that you want to play with 2 up front, 3 at the back, 4 in the middle. You can put any shape, and I think Xabi is been changing the whole season. It's about the commitment the players today, I think, was totally different. The energy from Elche, Girona, Rayo Vallecano, you didn't see it in the first 45, and a little bit in the second one. It's about the desire of, from the first minute, go for it. Pressing high, putting energy, recovering. The first one, the first ball from Militao, he wants to just smash the player, not even bother about the ball. They wanted to show that they were here just to win the game, and so they did.
Does this say more about Real Madrid, though, or more about Athletic Club? Because that was a really disappointing effort from the home side, was it not?
I think it says something about both of them, and it definitely says something about Athletic Club, and we've seen it all season. And we were saying earlier, they are a team that create a decent amount of chances. They're a team that's fairly aggressive, but they're not as aggressive, they're not as intense as they were last year, and they just haven't been scoring goals. And there were a couple of moments today where they did get chances, and you just wonder, would the game have been different if they'd been able to take those 2 in the first half? One of them, of course, Courtois makes an absolutely amazing save. But I do think that, excuse me, that this is a reflection of how Athletic have been, and this is a team that are a Champions League team this year, but they knew that their squad was short, and they knew that playing in the Champions League and domestically, they weren't going to finish in a Champions League position this year. Right now, it looks like they struggle to finish in the top 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get in near Europe. They are, I think, 11 points from Champions League. Yeah. But the biggest concern, I think, and I saw it a couple of times, rubbing manager of Athletic Club, just rubbing his face and looking at, because of course Courtois did a couple of fantastic saves, then the game could have changed a little bit. For 15-20 minutes we saw a very good Athletic Club recovering and making Real Madrid make mistakes in that last third, but in the end you could see that he's missing a player who can capitalize those chances. I think the Guruceta is a very good player, did an option, but in the end you need players to finish those chances, and Athletic Club, we could have been here for another 2 hours and they wouldn't score a goal.
Kylian Mbappe, the star of the show once again, Luis. How much is this about Xabi Alonso's tactics working for the Frenchman, or how much is this about Mbappe fully settling down now as the best Real Madrid player?
Yeah, I don't think that Xavi is telling, listen, move here.
When you're playing like that, you want something tangible at the end of it, don't you? As a team, it's not just about an individual. As a team, you want success. You know, Ronaldo's had it there. You know, Benzema, all these Modric and Kroos. There was La Liga titles. There was Champions Leagues. There was all this success to go with performance. And at the moment, the big question is his performance alone going to be enough to get them that success, to win the La Liga title, to really compete in the Champions League? Because that was better tonight, but what we've seen over the last couple of months isn't going to be good enough to win the Champions League. It might be good enough to win La Liga, might. And the question is, going forward, are we going to see more of this from Real Madrid, this kind of performance and continuation of Kylian Mbappe's form? And that's going to bring the team success at the end of the year? Or is it just going to be another great season for him and Real Madrid have fallen flat? I think that is one of the big questions that is still out there.
Luis and Sid will say thank you very much. Big night ahead for you two with the early finish, isn't it?
It's quite an early finish.
Yeah, an early bird tomorrow. So
I
yeah,
thought you were going to find a restaurant for
dinner.
us.
Dinner, something.
We'll find
Steak.
somewhere.
Yeah, we'll find something.
Beautiful, hard life for you boys. Thank you very much. Just a reminder, La Liga continues, of course, this weekend. Two of the big boys are in action on Saturday as Barcelona away against Real Betis and Atletico Madrid, where Sid and Luis are at the moment, taking on Athletic Club. And then on Sunday, Real Madrid against Celta Vigo. That's at 2:30 Eastern on ESPN+.